Hello hunting enthusiasts, my name is Rick Carey and I would like to show you the proper procedure for cleaning a rifle. First of all, you go to a hunting goods store and purchase a cleaning kit. And I've done that, and the rod comes in pieces, but I've already took the liberty of putting the pieces together. They just screw together. And the first thing that you want to do to clean a rifle is attach a brass brush that comes in your cleaning kit that's specific for the bore size of the rifle. This particular rifle is a 7mm, so that's the size of this brush. Now, I've already removed the shooting mechanism, the bolt action, because it's a bolt action rifle. Now, we just screw the brass tip onto the rod. And what we want to do is we're going to go through the back end of the gun or the breech of the gun and push it through. And because this fits the exact size of the bore of the gun, it's going to remove gunpowder and debris. But first of all, we have to dip it in gunpowder solvent to help dissolve that. So we're just going to give it a little dip in there. And then we slide it into the back side of the gun, and it's a tight fit, so you have to be very careful. And this is an aluminum rod, so you can't push too hard. And it's a tight fit. You can, there we go. And that the solvent has helped to dissolve whatever is in the gun, the gunpowder, and the tight fit pushes out any debris that might be in the gun. Now, we can't drag it back through because it'll drag any of the junk back into the mechanism of the gun, which could damage it. So we have to unscrew the fitting from the rod, and now we can pull the rod back out. Now, I generally will do this procedure twice to make sure that the bore of the gun is nice and clean. The next step that we want to do excuse me, is we take this little eyelet that also screws onto the rod, comes in the kit, and these are gun cleaning patches that you can purchase at your sporting goods store. We're going to fold the patch into a triangle and thread this like a needle. Thread the patch into the eyelet. There we go. And we're going to leave the patch half on each side so that it'll fit in the gun nicely. Now, we're going to put a little bit of solvent on the patch on each side, and then we're going to attach it to the rod and put it through the gun just like we did with the brush. Doing this helps to ensure that we've removed any residue, gunpowder residue, that's in the gun. And you can see this is, well, I'll show you, it's dirty. This is what we got out of the barrel of the gun. Even after using the brush, you'd think that you got the majority of it, but the patch shows otherwise. We actually got some more gunpowder out of it. Now we pull this back out, and again, what I normally do is put on a new patch, more solvent, and go through the gun again. But what I'm going to show you, I'll show you the third step of what we do. Put on another dry patch. There we go. Put on a dry patch. And the solvent is very volatile and it dissolves things in the gun, but we don't want to leave it in the gun. We need to wipe it dry. So we run a dry patch through the back side of the gun or the breech and run it through. And that's helped remove and dry any solvent that was in there. I know it's kind of a pain in the neck taking this off each time, but you can't drag it backwards because, as I said, you'll put the dirt back into the back side of the gun, which could mess up the mechanism. Okay, we've now dried the inside of the barrel. We've brushed it, we cleaned it, it's now dry. We're going to put on yet another patch. And this time we're going to put some gun oil on the patch. And that's to lubricate it and keep it from rusting. And we run that through the backside as well. So now we've oiled the inside of the barrel, which will protect it and keep it from rusting. Now we remove the rod from the backside. Now, there's two different ways you can do this. If you're going to store the gun for a period of time, let's say at the end of a hunting season or whatever, we want to leave oil inside the barrel. That'll keep it from rusting. If you're just cleaning the gun and you're going to be using it in a couple of weeks, that sort of thing, then you want to put on another dry patch and run it through the barrel. But in this particular case, I'm storing the gun, so I don't want to remove the oil from the inside of the barrel. I'd like to recap the proper procedure for cleaning a gun. First of all, run a brush dipped in solvent through the gun. Repeat this a second time. Secondly, run a clean patch through the gun to remove excess solvent. Repeat this a second time. Lastly, run a dry patch dipped in oil through the gun to lubricate the barrel. Keep in mind, when you do this procedure, to run the rod through the back side of the gun so that you don't drag debris into the workings of the gun. Also remember to remove the tips off the end of the rod each time that you run it through so that you don't drag the debris backwards. In conclusion, I hope that this review of the proper procedure for cleaning a rifle has been of help to you. I hope you have an enjoyable hunting season and remember to be safe out there. Thank you.
Just talk for a few minutes. I'm just doing an audio check.
Hi, sports fans.
Oh, man. All right, Dad, I'm ready for you.
Kitty, get off the table.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Hello, I'd like to teach you how to properly clean a gun. Next, you attach the eyelet to the rod, and we're going to put solvent on it.
Hey, we're filming.
Hey.
Sorry.
After you get done with the thingamabob, you get the whatcha-jiggy, and you put one of these whatchamacallits in it, and then you put it on the, what is it, this thing. Also in the kit comes oil and cleaning solvent, which will help dissolve the gunpowder. Can somebody shut off the phone? Becky, I think it's for you. Give me a minute, I got some earwax. Holy mackerel.